everyone. In continuation to our topic research methods, in this video, we will understand some of the terms which are being used in management. We are supposed to identify whether it is a concept or a construct. In the second part of the same video, we will also understand two operational definitions for those terms. How can we define operationally? Okay, now first one. First line supervisor. It is considered to be a concept because it is a specific role or a position within an organization referring to a supervisor who directly oversees employees. Second terminology is given as employee morale. It is a construct because it is a theoretical concept representing the overall attitude, satisfaction, and motivation of employees, which can be measured and influenced. Next one, assembly line. It is a concept because it is a specific manufacturing process or production system where products are assembled in a sequential manner. Next one, overdue account. It is a concept because it is a specific financial situation where a customer's account is past the payment due date. Next one is ethical standards. It is a construct since it is a set of principles and values that guide behavior and decision making, which can be subjective and context dependent. Line manager. Line manager is a concept very similar to your first line supervisor, a specific role or position within an organization referring to a manager who directly oversees employees and is responsible for day-to-day operations. Next one is leadership. It is a construct since it is a theoretical concept representing the ability to influence, motivate, and guide individuals or groups towards achieving goals, which can be measured and developed. Next is price earnings ratio. It is a concept because it is a specific financial metric or formula used to evaluate a company's stock price relative to its earnings. Next is union democracy. Union democracy is a construct since it is a theoretical concept representing the level of participation, representation, and decision making within a labor union that can be measured and evaluated. In general, if you look into all these examples, whatever we saw, concepts are very specific, tangible, and directly observable, whereas constructs are abstract, theoretical, and represent complex ideas or attitudes. Now we'll move into the next part, which is wherein we are going to define two operational definitions for each of the term. First term is our first line supervisor. The first definition. First line supervisor is an employee who holds a job title such as supervisor, term lead, team lead, foreman, or sergeant, and is responsible for directly overseeing the work of individual contributors or entry levels employees. Another definition, he is an employee who is responsible for directly supervising a team of employees, assigning tasks and duties to team members, guiding and coaching, monitoring and evaluating team performance, who reports to a mid-level manager or higher-level supervisor. We'll move on to the next term, which is employee morale. The first operation definition. Employee morale is the average rating given by employees on a standardized survey instrument like a 5-point Likert scale in response to questions about their job satisfaction, engagement, and overall well-being. Employee morale is measured by the frequency or presence of specific behavioral indicators such as attendance and punctuality rates, employee engagement metrics, positive feedback and recognition received from supervisors or peers. Next term is assembly line. The first operational line for assembly line is a production layout where workstations or machines are arranged in a sequential order. Each workstation performs a specific task or operation, and the product is assembled or manufactured in a continuous flow. Assembly line is a manufacturing process where each worker or machine has a specific task, a standardized sequence of operations where the output of one task becomes the input for the next task. Next terminology, overdue account. First definition, overdue account is a customer account with an outstanding balance that has exceeded the agreed upon payment terms. Specifically, the payment has not been received within the specified credit terms of, let us say, 30 days. Another definition, it is a customer account with a status indicating non-payment or delayed payment. Specifically, the account status is marked as overdue, the account has been sent to collections, or has a history of late payments. You can also define overdue account from a supplier's point of view. If I am buying it from somebody, from supplier, and I have not paid as per the agreed terms of 60 days, then I have to call that particular account of the supplier as an overdue account, which I am owing to that supplier. Ethical standards, the first operational definition. These are the written policies and procedures that outline the organization's expectations for ethical behavior, code of conduct, employee handbooks, industry-specific regulations, and guidelines. Here, everything is documented in this definition. Then, second definition, these are expected behaviors. It is not documented, but it is expected. Expected behaviors and actions that demonstrate integrity, responsibility, respect, transparency in communication, fairness and equity in decision-making, respect for confidentiality and privacy, compliance with the laws and regulations. Next is line manager. First definition, line manager is an employee who has direct supervisory responsibility for a team or department, reports to a higher level manager or director. Second definition, line manager is an employee who is accountable for achieving specific business objectives and results, oversees the work of individual contributors or teams, provides guidance, coaching, and feedback to team members, has the authority to plan, organize, and control resources within their area of responsibility. Next is leadership. First definition, leadership, you can call it as a process of influencing others to achieve a shared vision or goal, align their efforts and actions towards a common purpose, take action and make decisions that support the organization's objectives, empower and motivate others to perform at their best. Leadership is demonstrated by setting a clear direction and vision, communicating effectively, and inspiring others, building trust, making informed decisions, and taking calculated risks. Price-earnings ratio. It is a financial metric calculated by dividing the current market price per share of a company by the earnings per share for a specific period. So it is, you can call price-earnings ratio as a measure of company's valuation, representing the amount investors are willing to pay for each rupee of earnings generated by the company. A comparison of the company's current stock price to its earnings performance, indicating whether the stock is overvalued, undervalued, or fairly valued. Union democracy. First definition, it is the extent to which a labor union adheres to democratic procedures, including free and fair elections for union leadership and representatives, access to information, protection of minority rights, and dissenting opinions. Second definition, Union democracy is the degree to which union members are engaged and empowered to participate in decision-making processes, active involvement in setting union priorities and goals.